3, 2, 1.
This is the Mac Media Show.
Welcome to the Mac Media Show, everyone. This is Mac.
And Ree.
And this is the Me and Ree Review Show. Every Thursday we talk about a TV show. And right now we are interviewing, well, I guess all we've done is $1 Million Listing.
Yeah.
And I guess the only other one that we will do that's not $1 Million Listing is Celebrity Apprentice.
Right.
If anybody's interested.
Yeah.
Welcome in. This is the Me and Ree Review Show every Thursday. Shows go up sometime in the afternoon. Hopefully the shows will be live soon. How long have we been saying that now? 3, 4,
I'm gonna
5,
tell you,
6, 7,
we've
8?
run into some problems, hadn't we, this year?
No
Been
problems. But you know,
opportunities that have presented themselves and
whatever.
It's delayed things a little bit.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool to do the show live if
It
you
would.
think so. Let us know on Twitter. We didn't live tweet the show last night, so we didn't get to see the opinions that we normally do. But we will be able to give our opinions, and I thought it was a good show. What did we do this week before we talk about it? Just some updates about me. I got the iPhone 6, and that was pretty cool for those that are interested. Mine has not bent yet. Everybody's saying that their phone is bending.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
I had seen that, but I didn't know it was starting to bend. I thought they came bent or something.
No, it's got a problem. It's just the problem is its size. It's so big and it's aluminum, and people are putting it in their pocket and it's bending, and so
yeah, I saw some pictures of the
big trend
bent ones. Yeah,
happened yesterday. A trend on Twitter that was Bendgate for those that are watching. On Twitter. Anyways, it actually really affected their stock, and they went down $3 or $4, 101 to like below $98, which is crazy.
Wow.
And so the whole stock market, I'm getting into stocks too now, and the whole stock market today hit what I think the Dow was down 250 points. So it was a rough day. Everything is down except GoPro, which is weird. But I had heard that was going to happen today anyways. Why are we talking about stocks? This is a Me and Ree Review Show.
That's right. You brought it up.
Yeah. Well, that's an update on us. What did you think about last night's episode, Ree? Started off, give you rating out of 10. Why you give that rating, and your favorite part. Go ahead.
Out of 10. I would say an 8. It was a good one.
Okay.
I liked it. We started off with David and James, working with a rapper, and
what
that's
was
different.
his name, Ree?
His name was Tyga, or Tyga, or I'm not really sure. Anyway, he was some famous rapper, and they showed him a house that they had, and I thought it was nice. He didn't end up buying it.
It was so embarrassing yesterday, Ree. You said Tiger.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You said, David James, they're representing Tiger. I said, oh, my goodness.
Well, he had tattoos all over him. He looked like a tiger. But anyway, he didn't end up buying their home. And I thought that was a pretty good one because they had that studio out back, which he could have made, into a...
Okay, this was funny. I like this. Josh Altman was the neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
To the house that they were selling.
Yeah, that was wild.
So I told you last night that I'd hoped that Tyga moved in.
Yeah.
Because he parties and everything else, and it'd be loud, and it's right across the street from Josh Altman.
Oh,
so that
yeah.
was funny.
He wanted to party a lot, didn't he?
He never said why he didn't get the listing. Josh, didn't want the listing?
I guess. I don't know. I don't remember.
He told David and James to ask them to stop asking me how to sell the house, and I thought, well, why didn't he get the listing? And it's kind of weird.
Oh, he was just kidding about that. That was a joke.
Well,
I think it was a joke.
Probably was a joke.
Because he was just making fun of the fact that they have the house listed and person's coming to me asking me how to sell it, which that's not true.
Maybe.
But anyway,
I
it was a joke. It was just it was a dig, again, like he does with them.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
What else happened?
Let's see. Heather and the guys met. Matt
Josh
and Josh met about the wedding, and they didn't get any further than they did before. And they were tasting cakes, and they basically got up and left and didn't really care. The guys did. So
I'm still really bored with this whole thing with that.
Well, I don't see anything positive turning out about that. I think, Josh, if you're listening, you need to get things kind of lined up better, because I don't think she's going to hang around much longer if you don't act like you're interested.
Well, this was months ago. Maybe they've broken the engagement.
Yeah, maybe they have. I don't know, but we're just going by what we've seen right now.
Yeah.
And he's not doing too well with it right now. And of course, he did a great job when he did the engagement. I mean, when he proposed and all that, he did a great job. But it's like he's kind of hung up on himself and what he's doing, and he's involved with all that. But when you ask somebody to marry you, you can't just ignore it.
I mentioned to you yesterday that. They weren't sitting together.
Yeah, you said that.
And that was strange.
Yeah.
They're being interviewed at separate times maybe, but I don't know. It was almost in a way I got the feeling that maybe they had broken the engagement.
I hadn't even checked on it. Maybe they have.
Well, it's probably, I doubt it, but I just thought it was weird they weren't sitting together, which
that's
I
true.
Know,
I hadn't thought about that. That's true.
But it just ran through my head. I'm sure you could Google it and find out. I don't think so, though.
No, I doubt it, too.
It seems like on Twitter I see them together.
Good.
So,
I hope so. I hope it works out for them.
Yeah.
They're both really cute. And
I don't know. It's boring. I think I'd rather see Heather involved in the show a little bit more. Maybe
than just being the fiance.
Yeah. Like, you remember when Madison Hildebrand was on?
Mm-hmm.
She and Madison worked together, so she was on the show.
Yeah, it was a little bit better. You're
and,
right. Well, maybe they just need to hold off a little while getting married. They could still date on the show, but let her do her part, and then they could maybe just hold off getting married.
It's like this season they took her out of the everything.
Yeah.
Which I hate. I
they did.
hate for her, especially.
Yeah. Well, I think she made some concessions when she went with the Altman brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you remember at the beginning he didn't want her involved with it. And so, I'm sure there's a lot we don't know about.
Hey, this was interesting last night. I remember this part. Josh Flagg, he got the house that was, I guess it was it was built in 1929.
Yeah, 1929.
And it was built on top of a racetrack. And what was this? Do we have the name of the speedway, or is it like a famous one? I don't know. It's in Beverly Hills.
I think I've got it somewhere.
Back in like 1929. Anyways, they tore it down and they put dirt over. They buried the racetrack and they built houses on top of it in Beverly Hills. And so this was one of those houses, and because of that, because it's so old, you can't tear it down and you can't change cosmetics on the outside because it's a historic home, and Beverly Hills is trying to preserve historic homes. So this guy had bought the property, held it for 2 years, I believe. And was going to restore the inside, make changes. They got into it. It was too big of a deal. They went through all the permit process and all that. Lots of money. Didn't want to get involved with it time-wise and money-wise, too. So called Josh, wants to sell the house. And, it's just in terrible shape. Josh says it's probably the second worst house he's ever seen. So they list it at, was it $2.5 million or $2 million?
I believe it's $2 million.
Okay.
Yeah, it's $2 million.
Well, they list at $2 million, and they get $2 million. And this guy, the guy selling that had the property, reminded me of what's the Star Trek guy?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah.
Oh, come on, he's on Howard Stern now.
I don't remember his name. I can't remember. But anyway, I know who you're talking about.
George Takei.
Yeah,
And so I don't know, just it reminded me of him.
Yeah,
the way
he does
he talks
sort of look
a little
like
bit,
him. He
his
did
demeanor,
sort of look like him.
real slow acting, real nice acting. But what was great about this was Josh really marketed the property well. He went out and he got a vintage outfit that looked like he was from 1929.
That's true.
And I guess he rented a vintage. What was the car?
It was a Durante, 1929 Durante.
All right, or was it Durant?
Durant, maybe. I don't know.
Durante.
Sure.
What are
maybe
you talking about?
Yeah. I'm not sure. Whatever.
Now, a car person, Ree?
No.
Okay. So he gets his car and he gets a driver and they drive up and they park in the driveway. So when you pull up, it's really interesting. He also made some signs of, what was it? Pictures.
The raceway.
Yeah,
the way
pictures
the raceway
of
used to be.
The history, of the property and everything. So it was cool. He did a good job marketing it, and it took away from the rough areas inside the home, and it highlighted what was on the outside.
Right.
Which was great. So he got somebody really interested, really liked the property, and they offered $1.5 million. They came in at, and the guy was really willing to negotiate, but Josh Flagg didn't want to at all, and so he countered back twice at $2 million, and got $2 million.
Yeah, he did.
It was funny watching. I thought it was really good, but I just wanted to speak and give my opinion on his marketing strategy because it was really cool.
It was good.
Really cool.
It was good. That's unique. It was unique, and that made it stand out.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
So that was Josh Flagg's part in last night. I thought the episode was kind of
low key.
Yeah,
a little more low key than last week.
Not much to talk about. I mean,
it was Josh Altman started. He went with that entrepreneur, met that guy in, I guess it was his garage. I'm not sure. There was a bunch of cars around. Anyway, he was an entrepreneur, and his name was Jeff, and he had a house in Hillside. And he wanted him to list it, and I think he listed it for 3.5. And
yeah, that was funny. Their negotiation.
Oh yeah, that guy was in a bad mood, wasn't he?
Yeah, he took his client. Josh took his client
was
to a
not
restaurant.
great.
Yeah, not a good thing.
Right.
Who knows if it was real or not? But
he wasn't very nice, was he?
No, the guy was a complete jerk to the other the other broker.
Yeah, the other broker.
And Josh put him in the freezer.
Yeah, that was funny.
Josh,
now that part was funny.
Kicked him, made him stand in the freezer and put on what is it called? What's the freezer called? Anyways,
the vodka.
They go in there and they drink vodka.
Vodka freezer.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called a vodka freezer. You go in there because the vodka's so cold.
Yeah.
That they have to keep it that chilly in there. Yeah.
Why?
Do
you know why?
Because supposedly real expensive vodka you drink extremely cold. That's why they have coats that you put on and go in there and drink your vodka really, really cold.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they did that, and Josh goes in there and gets a coat too, and they start negotiating in this vodka freezer.
Yeah. So
that was funny, and
yeah, that added something to it last night. It was good.
Yeah, Josh said my client's kind of pissed off. He's not going to move. Take it or leave it. Yeah. And I think they came up pretty significant amount.
They did.
So.
He ended up selling it for 3.5.
Yeah.
Which is what he wanted to begin with.
Yeah.
But and then James and David, I think they got a $5 million offer on there. They had a home listed for how much?
Let's talk about David's dogs for a second. You remember David?
Oh yeah,
the two dogs. He said that
yeah.
he's like in love with his dogs or whatever. And
yeah.
He said that James always makes fun of him because he spends more on his dogs than he does his
his girls.
Yeah.
His girls, Maxie and Bella.
Yeah. So
and they eat human grade organic food.
Yeah. Wow, that's
they have a dog nanny.
Can you believe that? Yeah.
They have a dog nanny.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Said that they get walked to class.
Yeah, they go to a class all day and then she brings them home.
That's right.
I've never in my life. That's just something the rich and famous have, I guess.
Well, that's just love.
That's neat.
Love for an animal.
Wow.
So yeah, we got to see his dogs, and that was kind of cool. David, is he got a girlfriend?
Yeah, he did in that one episode.
He
brought her, but he didn't talk about her or anything. So
yeah,
he said she might be the one. You remember? He said they've been seeing each other. I don't remember how long, but
yeah,
said it might be the one.
I like David and James. Everybody,
I do too. I like them.
Oh, in the previews, we saw Madison Hildebrand's coming back sometime soon.
Yes, he said, I will be back.
Oh, yeah. That was...
Which was dramatic. But you know what they did show in the previews was Josh Flagg, and he was crying. He said they had put Miss Edith in the hospital. So I guess it's coming that she's going to pass away.
Yeah, he said that she was sick.
It's so sad.
Isn't it?
Yes, I didn't want to see all that.
But you know what? It'll be interesting to see exactly what happened. I mean, I guess, it's old age, but if she got pneumonia or, something.
I tell you what, it seems like she has really helped him out in his career.
Yeah, they did a flashback of, God, he looked like an elf.
Oh, he did. He looked so young.
6 years ago.
When she was getting him started.
And they did a flashback, and you saw Josh or Edith referred Josh to, all of her friends, and so one of her friends would pass away or something, and Josh would go up and list the house. So I mean, his business was from Edith, for the most part, at least.
I think a lot of it came to begin with. Yeah,
I don't want to say that because I don't know for sure.
Yeah, we don't know, but I think she helped him a lot.
Yeah.
But it's
and they built that relationship. They were sweet together, weren't they?
Oh yeah, I just loved that relationship. I think it's really special.
Yeah.
When a grandparent and a grandchild are close, I think that's just really unique. I think that's neat.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
That's nice.
So we'll get to see a little bit of that more next week about Edith and Josh. And that was sad. So did we already cover everything?
Pretty much covered everything. Yeah, it was kind of a quick show last night. I mean, it seemed like there was not that much going on.
Yeah.
But it was good. I mean, it's always good.
Too, I mean,
but there was nothing dramatic happened. Nothing real.
Not many big changes.
No, not really, because
David and James kind of fought with Josh at
yeah, Josh said David was just rude.
Well, what happened? It was interesting because they did that with clients there with each of them, or at least David and James had a client with them, and they did it, and they kind of fought back and forth in front of the client, which is not good. He talked about how we're in a high luxury market and it's a small town and word gets around, and so when you do that, it's not a good impression because stories get twisted, and it's not good to do that in front of a client, and David did. And James really attacked David for getting into a fight with Josh Altman with a client there. He said,
he said you just got to let it go, you know, instead of taking all his little comments. He called him Sherlock and Holmes last night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he comes up with something every week, but and I know some of it's in jest, but and it makes the show a little more colorful, I'm sure.
Yeah.
To do little things like that. But it was kind of low-key last night, but it was a good show.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're saving the good stuff for the next, was the 6th episode.
Uh-huh.
So we've got 2 more, so something's going to be dramatic, I'm sure, that takes place.
2 more.
Yeah.
And seems like Madison is coming back next week.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see what happens on the wedding thing.
Yep.
If they, make it work. Or, and I'm like you, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
And, but anyway, it was good. I enjoyed it.
I guess, we covered everything.
Covered it all. It was pretty quick last night.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, not really. I don't have anything that's, just a lot of business this week. It's been going on. A lot of business. A lot of phone calls like staying on the phone. That kind of week's not that much fun.
Well,
but it's
business is good. Any business is good business.
Yeah, it is. It's just been a real busy week. Seems like it's been a busy month.
Yeah.
Something you think it's just going to level off, and then all of a sudden, wham! You get hit with some other stuff.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, when I get this done, it's going to level off a little bit.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going. So I'm beginning to adjust to, having to kind of bend to get things done and do the things I want to do.
Speaking of bend, the iPhone's bending on Twitter.
Yeah, you said it was.
I just keep reading stuff. People are
they're just bending in their pockets.
They're so overreacting. If you look at this, I'm going to pull up a video while we're here.
I saw one, and it was just kind of bowed a little bit.
Well,
but I don't want my phone to bend.
Look at this guy.
But do you want it to bend?
What are you talking about?
Your phone. You don't want your phone to bend either.
My phone's not going to bend. It's the 6 Plus that's
it was the 6 Plus. I'm sorry. Okay.
But look at this guy. They're making a big deal out of this because Stu from Unbox Therapy, who does a bend test on a phone, and he takes the phone.
You could probably bend any of them.
And he starts putting pressure. Look at
great.
this. He's bending his iPhone 6 Plus.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
Come on, Stu. What's the point of that? What point are you trying to prove? It's aluminum. Okay, it's gonna bend. And if you want to call Apple product cheap, just call it cheap. I don't get why people are making a big deal about it. I mean, it's like something I saw yesterday too. What was it that just one? Sharon Osbourne was talking about the U2 giving their album for free or their song for free on iTunes.
Yeah, I saw that.
And she's complaining about their song coming out and being free on iTunes, that it was taking up space on her device or whatever she was talking about. And I thought, what are you talking about? Why is it? And she was freaking out.
I know, like, she was. I saw that.
Get it off. And
it was ridiculous.
What in the world, people?
She said she didn't like U2, so
yeah, but
she didn't want it on there. But
it's
not that big a deal.
A little ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
I just freaked out over that. And
you know what? Life goes on.
Yeah, whatever.
And you take what you can. I mean, there are a lot worse things in life, you know. Yeah. Like some of the things we heard this week. You know, with the UPS group. And we had some tough times with them. Somebody got fired and went back in and shot some people. And just, you know, that's just something you don't even ever want to think about. And you hurt for everybody.
Yeah, that's a bad situation.
Yeah, you hurt for the guy. Similar to Robin Williams, you know, you hurt that he was hurting so bad that he had to feel like he had to leave. And leave his family. And, I mean, you know, that's sad.
Yeah.
This guy had 2 elementary school children. And I mean,
all right, I know.
Sad.
Depressing.
Sad. But anyway, I'm just saying, a bending phone is nothing. Or a YouTube video on my phone is nothing.
Yeah.
Compared to some things that are really bad.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I was saying.
Yeah. I'm going to go take a nap.
Do you have time to take a nap? I wish I had time.
I don't. I wish I
had some time.
Yeah, I wish I did.
Sometimes, though, if you can doze off for about 10 minutes, you're more productive. You can get more done than just trying to hang in there, you know. You've got a big weekend coming and a big week.
Yeah, well, listen, so. I think you're right. If we had time, I think we'd all take a nap. We are going to run. I think I'm going to post something on Twitter at the Mac Media Show, and it may be a giveaway type thing. So just stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the next couple weeks. We're going to finish up these next 2 episodes of $1 Million Listing, and then hopefully the show is going to start soon. I was on a podcast too that's live, and I'll tweet that out if somebody wants to go and listen to that. I just kind of talked about video marketing and the power of the internet and how that's going to move into small businesses here soon, and what you need to be doing if you are a business owner. So if you're interested in something like that, that'll be on Twitter too. You can go and listen to that. And Ree, anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's it.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Well, we'll see everybody next week for episode 7. 1 more after that, and we're to the season finale. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, look forward to it, and we'll be live tweeting next week too, probably. So look forward to seeing everybody on Twitter again. Is that it?
Thanks for listening, and we look forward to seeing you on YouTube.
All right. Low-key episode, but I think it was okay, and we'll look forward to next week. So talk to everyone soon. Have a great week, and see you. This is the Mac Media Show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It is free, and don't forget to like the video. Visit themacmediashow.com. Check out the schedule. Visit the swag shop. Become a guest on the show, or submit a question. Do it all on themacmediashow.com.